All right, hey everybody, back with another news feed here for you. This first one from Car Scoops. Mazda ends free connected service trial, now charges $10 a month. Okay, we know these are coming. We're not going to spend much time on this at all, but this is the way it's going to be, okay? Mazda is ending its complimentary connected services for several owners. Now it charges $10 a month for things like remote start, remote keyless entry. Toyota does this. We know this is happening. Heck, I just got a notice, an email actually, I just got a couple of days ago because my Jeep Gladiator is 1 year old, and I just got a notice that if I want to keep my navigation up to date, I have to buy it for like $100 and something, $150 one-time fee for this year to upgrade my navigation. It's like, no, you can kiss my butt. My phone works just fine. But this is the way it's going to be. This is how it is now. These are the things that are going to be here. So if you want to keep your remote locks and your remote start and that kind of stuff on there, the remote start, I can understand. That's one thing. Remote keyless entry, I don't know what that is, but if that means that I can't touch the side of my car and open it, I'm pissed. I mean, I'll burn that car to the ground is what I would do if I can't walk up to my car and just have it automatically unlock. I'm assuming they mean remote keyless entry like through your phone. I'm hoping, but this is the world. This is it now. Subscription services, they're here, they're coming, there's no getting away from them. Moving on from there, GMC Sierra Denali EV lease price, okay, highest, updated, okay, the Denali for this thing. So here's what it comes down to. We're not going to spend much time on this one either. It's not worth it, but it's interesting that this truck right here, this new one, it's officially coming out now, and the GM's EV, the current well-qualified low-mileage lease offer for 36 months with zero down is $1,571. That's still high, but not quite as high as the previously $1,745 a month. So it has come down from what it was before by $200 a month, basically, is what it's come down from, but still pretty insane, ridiculous when you think about the cost of one of these things to lease. You have to then turn it around. You're only allowed to drive 10,000 miles. You can only put 30,000 miles on this thing, and you are going to lose, even at this new price of $1,571 with zero down. If we do the math on that here, 1571 times 36 is, you're going to lose $56,000. Is that right? Is that right? Is that really right? That's insane. 1571 times 36 is $57,000 is what you're going to pay to lease this for a minute, for only the max of 10,000 miles a year. So for only 30,000 miles, you're going to pay 60 grand over 3 years. Insane. Moving on from there. Next one we got to cover right here. Confirmed the Ram 1500 Classic is dying, and so is the Hemi V8. This is definitely a bummer. We knew the Classic was kind of on its way out. It was going to probably be the last year in 2025. Looks like 2025 is going to be the end of this one. It's basically like a 16-year-old style truck, but it's been rock solid, improving, and I hate to see it go. It's been a very, very good truck, okay? The Ram Classic, such an interesting truck. The current DT generation of the Ram's been on the road since 2019. Automaker continued selling the previous DS version since it was entered back in production in 2009 is how long is when this came out and when it was there. They're going to stop selling it. 2025 will be the last year for it. Definitely a bummer. Or 2024 will be the last year for it. Will not be available in 2025. Right now, 2024, last year for this truck. And it's definitely a bummer. Like I said, great truck, affordable truck, and proven, strong, reliable, functional, capable. It was a fantastic truck. And they also say in here too, right here, Classic is still offered in the 5.7 Hemi, while the new Ram drops to V8 in favor of the twin-turbo 3-liter inline-six. Things are changing here. Okay, Hemi's going away. So is the Classic. Stuff is changing. That Hurricane I got high hopes for. I just had a commenter email me today though saying he's got problems with his. He's actually trying to lemon law his new his Ram 2025 Ram with the 3-liter Hurricane in there because it's just having a misfire problem, but Ram can't fix it, and it's been at the dealership for 5 weeks. That's longer than it takes for lemon law, and they won't answer him. They won't give him any responses. His truck's dead at the dealer with a misfire issue. Probably something as simple as software. because of the way that engine is, but the dealership and nobody's taking care of him. So he's pretty fed up, and he's in the process of trying to do a lemon law thing on it right now. Pretty sad how some of these manufacturers are with this stuff. But anyway, like I said, this is the end of that, and that is also the last one we got to hit right on here is going to be our key one we're going to talk about. 10 mistakes people make after they're caught in an accident. Now, this one I thought was very interesting, and it's very important too. So, things to keep in mind for you if, in case you get in an accident, which the odds are very high these days. Okay, so they're going to say in here, they go through this stuff. Let's just hit the highlights, okay, for you, real easy. Several of those mistakes. Okay, number one, obtaining insufficient information at the scene of the accident. Okay, Lukovich recommends getting the names and phone numbers of any witnesses. Also take photos of the damage from several angles, as well as the other driver's license and proof of insurance. Okay, you want to make sure you get all this stuff. Now, remember, I come from Michigan, where Michigan was a no-fault insurance, and I've only been in one accident in my entire life, even though I drive 40,000 miles a year, and I have for the last 30 years. But I've only been in one accident, and it was pretty easy to deal with. But down here in Georgia, I see all these billboards and everything for if you're in an accident, call this attorney. So I'm guessing things are different in different places, and people are pretty sue happy and all that kind of thing. So these are things you want to take into consideration about getting this information. Okay, so make sure you get that. Then it says right here, admitting liability for the accident. Okay, these are bad things. These are things you don't want to do. Okay, so here, this one. If you're a bad thing you can do is obtaining insufficient information. Okay, they're telling you, make sure you obtain the good information. Make sure you get all this, take photos of the damage, several angles, get the other driver's license or driver's license and proof of insurance. This one, another bad thing you can do. Admitting liability for the accident. Never say, I'm sorry, it was my fault, as this is an admission and can be used against you and severely complicate the case, according to Lukovich. What if you think it's your fault, but it really isn't? Often we are not aware what actually happened, so be polite, but never admit fault. Okay? Giving the auto insurance company too much information. This is a very serious one. You got to understand. Auto insurance companies, they are not your friend. They are not in your corner. They hate you. They want nothing more but to screw you over and rip you off, okay? And find any way to deny your claim. They're not your friend. All auto insurance companies have their own best interests at heart. Lukovich points out, you are secondary. Recorded statements can be twisted and edited, especially today with AI, in such a way that it hurts your case. Keep your mouth shut, answer the questions as direct and to the point, and don't give any more information, okay? Therefore, request all information be provided in writing. If the adjuster says they only record interviews, then reply and say, I'm turning my recorder on as well, as you have the right. Keep your answers short, focused. Don't downplay any symptoms. Refer questions about your medical conditions to your treating chiropractor or physician. Do not answer them, okay? Another bad thing you can do is trying to conceal past injuries or conditions. Many patients believe that the existence of past injuries or conditions hurt their personal injury case. In reality, pre-existing problems often increase the likelihood of greater damage from motor vehicle accidents. Lukovich notes, actual patient history shows that more extensive and longer care is typically required when certain problems are already present. Even if you try to hide the past, remember that your medical records reveal the truth. Don't play these games. Okay? Not seeking care early. A delay in seeking care is often misunderstood to mean less serious injury. Okay? Again, if you're looking for compensation from this stuff, you better treat this the right way. Relying upon medication alone to treat your injuries. For the most part, medication used to treat symptoms often does little for the root cause. Research shows that for most motor vehicle injuries, treatment with only symptom-suppressive medication offers much poorer prognosis than methods that actually restore function. Okay, don't downplay downplaying your injuries is a bad thing too. Don't do that. Again, it's all about the insurance companies. Auto insurance companies save tons of money when this occurs, and the plaintiff suffers unnecessarily. Don't play these games. Don't be exaggerating your injuries. Okay, this is the opposite side. Don't try and cheat the system and play these games. And then doctor shopping. Changing doctors frequently is a red flag. to the defense. It is important to do your own due diligence prior to choosing your doctor and following your attorney's recommendations, and then failing to have a consultation with a personal injury attorney. Make sure you do that. That's what they're recommending, and obviously he's a personal injury attorney, but I thought these are pretty interesting and pretty good information. I hope you enjoyed them as well too. Any comments you got, put them down below. I'd love to hear them. Thanks for watching.